Hey guys, this is a continuation of my how to build the Sazabi videos. As you can see, the Sazabi's already built. I just need to make the weapons, which comprise of the parts in the sprues you see behind him. But as for the figure itself, I think it looks great. I like how big this figure looks. I like how big his feet are and his shoulder pads. Makes the figure look really dynamic. Now the only part of this figure that doesn't seem big is the arms, but that's okay. I guess some part of this figure must be normal sized in order for the rest of the figure to look big. I think his backpack also adds quite a bit of bulk to the figure, and I like the Mobile Suit Gundam Char style head the Sazabi has. And overall, I just like how big this figure looks, and there's quite a bit of weight to it. Obviously, he's not hollow at all because of the big inner frame it has. And he feels very good in hand. Very big and quite weighty. But, moving on. I'm not sure if you might consider this cheating, but I actually have these sprues. This sprue with only what it seems one shield part and this small piece left. And this other sprue with only 2 shield parts left. And I'd like to start cutting down on the amount of runners I have. So if you don't mind, I'd like to start with the shield, even though the next step is to build the beam rifle, but the beam rifle is also a weapon I would like to build right away, so I'll get started on that right after I make the shield. But as for the shield, I can tell this is probably the base of the shield just by looking at it. Open up this baggie. Doesn't quite have a tab, so have to rip this open. Next, I think I can just get this off the sprue by hand. And next, I put, let's see, the part I was just showing you, which is here. I just take this piece, and I believe I line it up like so. Get it on. I think these holes go into these 2 holes right here. So, yep, that fits nicely. If you don't mind, I'd actually like to get these runners beside me now, so next, take this part, apply it on top, like so. Next, take this red piece, stick it underneath here. Well, as you can possibly hear, it just snaps in. Take this, stick it in here. Next, take this piece, put it on the bottom. See, it fits in nicely. Next, take this yellow piece, stick it here. Next, take this black piece, stick it right on top. Next, you want to take this piece, stick this piece underneath. Next, take this piece, have it go through this section here. Then stick this onto the shield. Well, this should just snap in. It does. I'd like to get that sound on camera. Let's see. There it goes. Next, take these two E parts and stick them onto D6. Following that, you stick these onto the shield. Now, before I forget anything, I forgot to put these H pieces onto the forearm, but now I can stick the shield on. There you go. Doesn't go on the sides like it does on most Gundam model kits. Goes on the back of the forearm, facing this way, kind of like this Nanju. Suppose you could get a blocking pose like this. Then again, it does slide along this piece right here, so I can sort of get on the side. Well, anyways, now the next step is to take this, stick these here, sandwich it between these two black pieces. As you can tell, this beam rifle is going to be big, which is probably to be expected since the Sazabi is big. Next, you stick this piece into stick this pole in this. Sorry, I think I'll do that off camera. That's kind of difficult, but anyways, stick the gun handle onto the bottom of the beam rifle. Right, next take this, put it on top of here, then take this piece, stick it at the end, stick this piece to the bottom, next take this piece, stick this underneath, hold on, I think maybe it goes in this way. Yeah. And as you can see, this piece just slides along the beam rifle. Next, I stick this bit onto the end. Now again, I would like to cut down on the amount of runners I've got beside me, so here's the H piece. All that's left here are the beam saber parts, so I'll make that. Should be relatively easy, even without looking at the instructions. So, sorry, didn't get that all on camera. Show it off again. Stick this tab in the smaller slot on this top piece. Okay, next I'll make the axe, since the axe pieces are all that's left on the E and R runners. So first, stick this piece underneath. Then take this piece, fit it in here. Next, take this small bit, stick it underneath here, and use it to connect these axes. As you can see, they overlap. Hold on, maybe that's the wrong side. Just flip it around. Stick it on. There it goes. Okay, next, take this piece, sandwich it between these two pieces. Hold on, get this plastic bag out of the way. I want to turn on the lights, it's getting dark in here. Next, sandwich this between these two long pieces. Hold on, I missed a step here. This needs to go here. Another small piece must go in there. Although that's kind of hard to do on camera, so I'll do it off camera, but next, take G21. Stick it up here. Next, put this up here. These two pieces together. I've put the gun back together again. And now I can put this piece in here. Hold on. Yeah, it should go into this notch. Just about. Hold on, this is getting tough. I'll do this off camera. After this, you can just move this piece up. Like so. Snaps in. Next, put the rest of the S pieces on it. Next, put this piece on top. Well, now that the gun's been built, that about does it for the building of the Sazabi. As you can see, he looks very great with the weapons. Now, he does have this bit at the bottom of his fist, which causes the sword to be held slightly upward. Would prefer if he could hold it slightly downward, but oh well. Well, now that this is the last of my build videos, I'd like to ask that you please follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/legendantihero. You can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/legendantihero. You can also follow me on Instagram. My handle there is Legendary Antihero. I'll be sure to share these build videos on TFW 2005 in the Toy Arc forum. My handle there is Legend Antihero. So be sure to find me on TFW. Well, that's it for the build videos. Goodbye.